Hi guys, Russ here from Wilson Land and Cattle Company. I'm with Brad, the operations manager of Kencove in Blairsville, Pennsylvania. Say hello, Brad.
Hi guys.
The first part, or the first video we did was the manufacturing process, and we're gonna go through the warehouse here and just take a look at how things are run on that aspect.
Yep, so this is one of 3 storage warehouses that we have here in Blairsville. You know, we do supply all of our 3 of our facilities are supplied out of this warehouse.
Okay.
You know, Idaho, we also have it as a direct point.
Everything comes through here, basically.
It does.
Okay, and then it just basically go into like a retail store, or?
Well, so it'll go from here. We have our other distribution facilities are like this. They're just on a smaller scale.
Okay.
So that we can, you know, ship to whoever needs it, kind of get it to a quicker and more timely manner.
Yeah, because that seems to be the thing with farmers. Whenever we need something, we need it right now.
Correct. Correct. So we're trying to get it so that we're within 1 to 2 shipping days of most people.
You know, and that holds true for me. Whenever I order something off you guys, it's usually there the next day, believe it or not. You know, I'm only 100 miles away from you, but you know, other areas and stuff, it takes a lot longer to get there. So you guys are on the ball. At least when an order comes in, that order is filled and on its way probably the same day, correct?
That's what we strive to do.
Yeah.
You know, different situations come up, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
And
you know, different times of the year too, where you kind of get swamped.
They do.
You know, in the spring of the year, it's probably like super busy.
It is.
You know, if we had like 6 inches of snow and it's been cold and blowing, and then it gets to 70 degrees that, you know, the following week, you probably get flooded. And you know, that's just how it works.
It does. Sometimes our system gets overwhelmed, and we have to spend a day or 2 digging out, but you know, we try to make sure that the end user gets the product. You know, I'm a farmer myself, so I know how important it is that you need that product, you need it
right
yesterday.
now. When we need something, we need it right now.
Yes, absolutely.
So
you know, so we try to store enough product and stock enough product so that we can handle everything. So that's what we do in these buildings.
You have a lot of stuff in here.
We do.
But you know, you have a lot of products too, and you're trying to, you know, meet the needs for the different farmers, because everybody kind of has their own different special needs. Every farm's different.
They do. Everybody's built their fence differently. They have different styles that they like to use. They have different features they like to use. So it makes it very, very interesting.
Yeah, I'll bet it does.
We also manufacture our own post drivers here as well.
Oh, wow.
Now, we didn't get to see that, but here you can see this. This is for our kiwi models.
Okay.
You know, I think we have 9 different variations of the kiwis.
Okay.
And this is just one of the setups for this.
I didn't realize the kiwi was yours, because I hear a lot of folks talking about the kiwi post pounder. And
yeah, now this here is our in-house brand. This is very similar to a shaver style driver.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I have a shaver number 10 or something.
Okay, so this would be the exact comparison
to the number
shaver 10.
Okay, and it's a good driver. But I think the kiwi's probably a little upgrade from this.
It is. The kiwi's a contractor grade unit.
Yeah. You know, this works if you're going to put 50, 100 posts in over a period of time. You know, it's a great model for us, you know, the farmer. You know, I wouldn't want to do it commercially. You know, it does a great job. It does a great job, but you know, the kiwi's for the expert.
It is. Now on our new PD100 units, we have modified them so that we can put an auger on them.
Oh, nice.
So that is a new feature that we have.
No, that's a game changer with this post driver, because What do you do when you hit a rock? I mean,
you either move the post or cut it off.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But, you know, like on my farm, when you hit a rock, you know, and this is indicative to a lot of other farms, you go down 16 inches, that rock may be a half an acre.
Correct.
So, you know, that post isn't going in, it's not going to hold.
Yep. So, you know, we made a change on this, you know, took some ideas from the contractor grade unit and found a way to incorporate it onto here where you can kind of get that system and incorporate it in.
Cool.
And we also have the nitro style units here.
Do you you rent the post drivers out too, don't you?
We do. We typically don't rent this style out.
No.
We have
you have one on wheels.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. You know, we do rent it out. It works really well. It has some really nice features on it.
Yeah, I've had some friends that have come to you, and I've recommended people, you know, go see Kencove because they'll have one that you can rent. You know, and for a lot of folks that want to build their own fence, that model, it works exceptionally well.
It does. It does, and we're hoping to get an upgrade on that unit, but that might be next year till we have some upgrades done on it that really will.
Well, I know I haven't heard any bad complaints on it. I mean, the folks that rent that and put their own posts in, you know, they'll have everything set, have their fence lines and stuff already, and they'll come and rent that for a day, and you know they'll have all their posts in.
Yeah.
You know, they just drive all their posts and they're ready to go set wire then.
Yeah, it's a really good option for those people who are able to, you know, they just have one job they need to get done and they really don't want to own a piece of equipment.
Yeah. I like it.
So,
I like that.
You know, we modified it so you can mount it on your tractor or on your skid steer.
Yeah.
And, you know, that wasn't available for a very long time.
Yeah, that there would be a huge game changer for a lot of folks.
Yeah, so we're really hoping that some of the changes we've made really make a difference out there for customers.
Yeah. Now, one of the problems that I ran into, and I just noticed it here, do you keep the adapters? Because all tractors are a little bit different here on the adapters.
They are. So we don't have the adapters here. We have a place that we get them custom made at.
Oh, okay. So they're custom made. So if I call in and I have a John Deere 5300 tractor, you'll just have it custom made and probably drop ship to me.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, because this here actually dumps right into your hydraulic reservoir, and that's what makes this post driver work. Whenever it goes up in the air, you need to get rid of as much hydraulic fluid as fast as possible, and it dumps that hydraulic fluid into the reservoir.
It does. A lot of people have the misconception that you plug it into your remotes.
Yeah, and that won't work.
It will not work.
It can't get enough hydraulic fluid away from the post driver.
Correct.
In order to make the thing work. And does this one here have a set of springs in it that actually helps swell?
It does.
Okay.
It does.
Okay, they're kind of
the springs right here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
As it comes up, they'll stretch out.
Yeah, they stretch out, and then whenever it hits, it hits good. You don't want your fingers in there.
No. No.
You also want to wear hearing protection too, because they can be very loud.
Yep. So this stack here, these are all kiwi beams.
Okay.
That are
very well made,
getting ready to be put together. Actually, all of these are made at a local machine shop.
Okay, so you're actually subcontracting some of your work out to the local businesses to help keep them going too.
Yes, and it's a really good opportunity for us, where we don't have to have the specialized skilled labor that they already have.
The equipment, they got the specialized labor. They have the equipment. They have the setup. So, it's just basically an extension of Kencove.
It is.
And they're actually going to probably do a better job of building these than what you guys will.
They do, because it's what they do every day. It's what they're skilled at doing. They have every piece of equipment that they could need.
Right.
And we get to look at the quality of it. So we can go over there and look at it and say, okay, here's what we want to do.
Yeah, this is what we need to do. And these welds look I mean, for a driver, the welds have to be spot on.
They do.
I mean, if you have a weld with just a little pocket in it or something, it's gonna fail.
It will. It quickly.
You know, and that's where you need your certified welders and stuff that can lay a bead down and make it strong.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, that's a big deal.
It is.
It's huge.
It is. Here's another variation of a kiwi. So this is able to be used from either side on a 3-point.
Okay.
And then we have a plate that mounts in here that makes it adaptable for a skid steer.
Okay, so you can hook onto this either side.
Correct.
So if you're right or left-handed, or you know, you pick a post up from a different way,
Correct.
That would be nice.
Yep, and you know, it's
the
unit mounts here on the plate. This is an auger attachment, and then this is the hydraulic reservoir. This is a self-contained unit.
It's a self-contained unit.
So you do plug into your remotes, because your remotes, there's a pump that mounts right here.
Right.
The remotes run the pump. The pump runs everything
All
else.
the hydraulics, yeah.
Correct.
Well, that would be a good deal.
In here, we have our coated wire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this here's more for like the equine industry.
It is.
And this black wire has electric. You put electric in.
That is a carbon wire, and it conducts electric. There's actually 3 of those carbons.
Okay.
That are on there. It's like in a triangle pattern, and you can actually get a shock from almost like an arc, because you can get it from both sides.
Right. So it'll bite you a little harder.
It will. It will. Now on our hot coat wire, this is our Max 10 200 wire that's inside here. Okay. So it's the same wire that we saw over there being ran, that is inside this. So there's a company that makes this for us.
Cool. You don't see too much of that. You probably don't sell a lot of that, do you?
We actually sell more than you think.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, we have ran out of that probably 8 times this year.
Is that right? Well, you know, there is a lot of, it's a nice looking fence, and most generally, folks that have horses, they have nice barns and nice fences, and they keep their stuff very, very, very pristine, and you know, that's a great fence for that.
It looks great. I mean,
as
footages go, we sell far more of the high tensile.
Oh, sure.
We sell a lot of that.
And actually, the high tensile wire is not really recommended for equine.
No, it's not. It's not. So that's why that coating idea was developed.
Yeah, because horses specifically, foals and colts, when they get to run around in the pasture field, you know, they run into that high tensile wire. They can get cut up and hurt pretty bad.
Really bad.
And there's been a lot of horses actually that have ringed their legs with high tensile wire. And once that leg is ringed and it's down to the bone, unfortunately, you have to put the animal down. So, you know, that wire there is what you need for equine, especially babies.
It is, absolutely. And it does a great job.
Yeah.
So this warehouse is our new shipping warehouse.
Okay, so we're actually in a different warehouse now.
We are.
Okay.
We are.
Okay.
We built a connection there to come through.
Yep.
So this facility here is going on 3 years old.
You know, it looks like you guys have a lot of stock.
We do have a lot of stock. I mean, there are certain items that we're out of, and there's certain items that are hard to get. But generally, we have a really good supply of product, and we try to make sure that we have stuff on hand.
Okay.
You know, and I know some people say, oh, you know, we called 3 months ago and you were out, and, you know, we called now and you're still out. Well, what they don't know is that we've got it in twice since they called, but we sold out again.
Sold out. yeah, and that's basically from this COVID deal. I mean, before COVID, it probably wasn't nearly as bad as it is now.
It was not. It was not. You know, lead times are 3-4 times longer than they used to be.
I've heard that, and even like fence posts it's
rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
Everything's a struggle.
Yeah. I've done some consulting work on some farms, and high tensile wire. They were waiting for high tensile wire.
Yes. In fact, that's has been a real problem for us, trying to get it, source it, you know, make sure that we're getting what we need, and the lead times just tremendously changed, and we didn't get a warning for it. So, you know,
it's a big deal. It really is. So there's your drivers.
Correct. Yeah. Typically we use this for staging our restock trucks that go to other facilities. But this is actually a shipment that's getting ready to get put on the shelf. So that it's ready to go out to customers.
So basically whenever you're restocking one of your other branches, you just basically pull everything out they need here, and then you put it on the tractor trailer to go out to their store.
Yes.
Yeah. You can have everything laying out here, and you know exactly what they're getting.
Correct.
Correct.
And if we have to make some changes, we can make last minute change. We just got this shipment in today from, this is O'Brien's.
Okay.
And I know it's a very, very popular item.
Well, I use O'Brien, and I see you got some blue step-in posts. That's what I use.
Yep. Yeah, we got blue ones and we got white ones in on this shipment. No yellow ones on this shipment, but they'll be on the next one.
Yeah, I've tried the yellow ones, and I don't know. I don't know if they weren't coated with the UV protectant, or if it's just the color that the sun degrades them a little quicker than the blue.
It could be.
I don't know.
It could be. I know the blue are a very popular color.
They seem to hold up.
They do. They do. And in the wintertime, in the snow.
Well, that's the thing. Whenever we're winter grazing, the white ones, they got to go to the shop. I mean, we put them up because if you drop it in the snow, it's invisible.
You find it in the spring.
Sometimes. Or you'll find it 6 or 8 months later.
Yeah.
So yeah, the white ones need put away for the winter.
Yeah. So over here we have our truck orders. They're packing all the truck orders to go out.
Okay.
Anything that goes out LTL, we send out that way.
You have lots of step-in posts.
We do. But we'll probably be out in about 3 weeks.
Is that right?
Yes.
You're moving that many?
We are.
Now, have you seen over the past few years, have you seen an increase in the need for rotational grazing supplies?
We have. We probably have saw triple demand on that over the last couple of years. Now, this year has been different. The demand has gone even beyond that.
Right. And, some of the reasons is that is fertilizer costs and fuel costs is coming up, and the farmer needs to try and make a living.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you what, it's a lot cheaper to buy a step-in fence post than it is to buy a new baler.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's a lot eeasier, a lot more inexpensive.
Yep.
This is our customer pickup, so these are staged for customer pickups here. And then over here we've got our orders, our truck orders that are ready to go out for the day.
Okay. Yep. And then you have everything, your yard's filled out too.
We do. We have a large outside lot, so we have down there we have our Vector and Brace Sumo drop style drivers.
Okay.
That we carry, and then we have our gates, our galvanized gates that we have, and then our wood post, which the demand on those is extremely high. We're probably 3 months out on certain sizes of posts.
I've heard that. And you guys are manufacturing your own in Georgia, right?
We are. We are, but we can only
can't keep up.
Turn them so fast. And
that's another thing. Whenever COVID hit and people were sitting around at home, the folks that worked off the farm, that gave them an opportunity to build fence.
It did.
So that took up a lot of the supply too.
It did. Things went from being fairly consistent and predictable to completely unpredictable.
Yeah. So you have all kinds of woven wire and
right now, our woven wire, we probably have about 50% stock is what we normally have.
Really? Now, how's woven wire compared to, say, a 6 or 7 wire high tensile fence? I know it costs more, but is it like double the cost, or I've been told it's not that much more expensive than like 6 or 7 wire.
I think it's I think it's a little more expensive, and it's harder to put up.
Right.
But it does provide a physical and a pain barrier. So that makes a big difference for if you're an absentee farmer or you're somebody who works a second job and can't be there. It really adds some different dynamics. That
you know, for the farmer that lives on a busy highway,
yes,
it would let me go to bed a lot easier if I was on a busy highway and I had actually a physical barrier to keep those animals in.
Correct.
Because you know, that's the last thing you want is one of your animals to get out and you know, cause an accident or something.
It is, and it also allows you to have a variety of breeds inside a fence. You know, where you may have a 6-wire high tensile fence that's, you know, it's built for cattle and larger animals, but let's say you want to put some pigs in there.
Pigs and sheep and goats. Yes, absolutely.
You know, so, where you have to go back in and put other wires in, but if you have a woven wire fence, it already is. Yeah,
it'd be a lot easier to do multi-species grazing that way.
It is.
Yeah, that would be ideal. So
we'll go in and we'll look at the small ground package shipments.
Okay.
And
yeah.
That's a majority of our orders. We'll actually go through this way. We've got 3 docks right here for loading and unloading. And we keep them pretty full at some time.
I'll bet you do.
So in here's our small package orders. So the warehouse that we're going to have the event in used to be where this was done. So you can see this building's
grown
3 times the size.
It's grown. It's a lot bigger. Yeah.
We used to have, you know, the brown UPS truck would come and pick our packages up, and now we actually have a tractor trailer that comes and picks up our UPS ground packages during the day, and then at the end of the day a small brown truck comes and picks up any additional packages that we have for it.
Nice.
So they
take that and put it into their distribution center. And like something like this is kind of like one person's order, right?
This would be very indicative of a person's order.
For a person's order, and then it's boxed up, and
correct.
You probably have the labels whenever the order's made. You probably have the label prints out almost immediately. It
does. And that's actually the part that he's doing right there.
Yeah.
He's finishing the packaging. So we're kind of at the end stage right here, and it kind of goes down the line here.
I see.
So each cart has
an order.
An order on it, and a lot of these is more than an order. So this cart has 2 orders on it.
Okay.
This cart has 2 orders. This cart has
a whole bunch,
a multitude of orders on it.
Yeah. So that, you know, that's a lot of orders actually.
It is. So these are all staged.
And these will go out today.
These will all go out today.
Nice.
Yep. So here's a pallet that he's building with all the labels on it. That are getting ready to go out.
Now, what's he have to do? He has to weigh it and then calculate the shipping?
He weighs it, measures the box, enters that information into our system, which communicates with UPS's system.
Right.
And that bills the charge and prints the label out.
Okay.
So the orders down here, these are been picked and they're ready to get packaged.
Okay, so this is before
we pack it.
Before you package them, yeah. Nice.
And this line was empty when I was back here this morning.
So somebody's been busy.
They have been. They have been.
To make things quicker, I see you guys use a lot of bicycles and tricycles and stuff.
We do.
No hoverboards?
No.
It'd be a good workman's comp deal there.
I've been contemplating getting a Segway.
Yeah, I was just thinking that a Segway would be nice to run back and forth, because as the operations manager, you could be needed at the other end of the building, and then they need you back here. They just run you back and forth just for the fun of it, probably.
They do, and that's kind of why for this tour I left my phone on my desk.
Nobody can bother you.
Yep. So we're doing assembly right here. You know, we have different products made. And so this is our solar dolly that is being assembled right now. So we have these parts. They're made at a different local company. They make the parts and we send them out and get them plated. And then they come here and we put everything together and put in the box so that it's ready to go out.
So you're making your own solar fence chargers then?
We are.
That's what this is?
We are. This is actually a cart and we've got one over.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Together.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. Because that's getting to be more popular because folks are actually getting onto ground that, you know, or they're building fences where there's not any electricity or there's no water or anything like that. And this is something that's needed.
It is. And we can put a 10 through a 40 watt panel on here, and you can size your charger for how you want it, and then, you know, your battery sets down.
No, that takes a car battery in there?
What you want to use, it's like a car battery, but we recommend a deep cycle marine battery.
Sure.
That way you get just lasts longer for your application.
How big of a fence charger could we put on that? How many joule would be it?
I would only go up to a 4 joule, on this specific unit.
Right.
We do sell larger units, and we have a 100 watt panel that's set on the ground that we would recommend if you want to go with a bigger unit.
I see. Now, how big of a unit can we go solar?
Pretty much, if you can get panels and batteries, you can any size.
Is that right? Wow. So we could go up to like a 16 or 24 joule if we need.
You could.
Wow. I didn't realize that. I thought the joules had to be small because of the solars.
They just have to be.
It has to be sized for the system.
You do.
So
you may have to get 300 watt panels.
Sure.
But you can.
Size if it's necessary, you know, you could go with a larger setup.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. I mean, it's not. You know, you look in our catalog, you won't find where it says here's a complete setup, but we have people here who will walk you through getting what you need.
Right. So basically all you need to do is call and ask for customer service, and they'll be able to walk you through to your sizing needs.
We will.
Yeah.
We will.
Now, how's the ground system work on something like this?
You know, this is a portable unit, so we have portable ground rods.
And it has like a hammer on it, doesn't it?
It does. It works like a slide hammer.
Yeah, I have a couple of them that I use on my farm, and it does. It works like a slide hammer, and it's about, I don't know, what, 20, 30 inches long maybe?
It's about 30 to 36 inches
Yeah, it's not real big, but you just drive it down, and then it has a nut on the top that you just hook your ground wire to, and you're good to go.
Yep. These guys here work in our receiving and inventory department.
Okay.
So everything coming in, they work on, and try to make sure they get it on the shelf really quickly. And as soon as they get input in the computer, the orders can come through for the product that just came in.
Cool. To try and make everything efficient.
We do.
Yeah.
We do as quick as possible.
Pretty amazing place actually, and I didn't realize that you guys built a lot of your stuff. I just thought you might have sourced it from, you know, who knows where, you know, and just kind of passed it through. And there's a lot of stuff that you guys actually make here, and it's made in the United States. I think that is a real game changer for a lot of farmers, because, you know, we like to try and buy American made if possible. And you know, that's a great deal.
It is.
It really is.
Launching the new Kiwi Tech line, which we've actually always had, but another kept secret that we never told anybody about. So,
and the Kiwi Tech line, they have the small drinker for the cows, don't they?
They do.
Yes,
they do. And we actually have a couple of those in stock.
Okay.
And you know, we're going to be featuring those probably in the springtime.
Yeah, I think that's some, because I'm a big advocate of small drinking tanks. Okay guys, that's a tour of Kencove. It's a great place, and you know, if you need to get a hold of Kencove, you can get a hold of those guys at www.kencove.com. Somebody can call you.
It's 1-800-KENCOVE.
1-800. That's easy. 1-800-KENCOVE, and you can talk to one of the
product specialists that we have here, either here or working from their home.
Yeah. Call and ask these guys questions if you have any questions at all. You know, and okay guys, if you would, please subscribe, like, comment, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. So long.
See ya.